So before the game, we talked about what it would feel like to take the field for the first time. Can you describe what it felt like?
It was incredible, after that first pitch and Mondesi swung at it, I was like, all right, it's on. I saw yesterday Big Mike do his first pitch. They took it. I was like, all right, maybe he'll take this one. I knew it had to be a competitive pitch, but once he swung, I was like, hey, I got to get going. And that's when I turned into like to war mode. Like I had to bring out my best stuff because they were coming in hot.
Also, at the end of the game, I saw your wife meet you down behind home plate. Can you share what that was like?
It was just a surreal moment. My daughter was screaming. She probably doesn't know what she's screaming about. For her, it's just she's seen dad at a field wearing a uniform. But it's almost like she knew. It's almost like she knew. She's 2 years old right now. She probably doesn't understand this moment and how much it means to us as a family. But it's almost like she knew. And my wife, obviously, she's just as excited as I am. And this journey couldn't have been possible without them.
Congratulations.
Next question.
Thank you.
Next question is from Savannah.
Hi, Manny. Congrats on your outing tonight. You've had some pretty big moments in your career, including pitching at the Olympics this summer. Where does this moment rank for you in your career?
Baseball-wise, this is obviously the pinnacle of my career right now. This is the moment I've been waiting for since I was a little kid. I remember being a elementary student and writing that, hey, I'm going to play Major League Baseball and, being a follower of every Major League Baseball team. And this is the pinnacle. It doesn't get any better than this.
Rich, go ahead.
Hey, Manny, you come into a game that the team's trailing 5-0, and teams don't come back from those deficits in the eighth inning very often. What was your feeling watching watching the eighth inning unfold?
It was getting long. They had told me I was going out there for the ninth, and once we started scoring runs and they started doing pitching changes, I was like, hey, I might not go out there. But I gotta stay locked in. I gotta stay locked in. Maybe I need to eat up another inning. But it was amazing watching guys take great at bats, and it was just destined to be. God put this put me here today so we could I could throw the eighth. We could score nine runs, which I was talking to some of the guys. That doesn't happen. I don't think that's happened this year. I'm not sure. But to score 9 runs, just enough runs to win a ball game, it's just destined to be. And I'm thankful. My teammates here, everybody's been very supportive since I got here. They probably don't know much of my story, but they've all been amazing.
Savannah with a follow-up.
Speaking of that support, after you recorded that strikeout, you went back to the dugout and everyone was waiting at the top step. What was that moment when everyone's high-fiving you and hugging you?
I wanted to smile. I wanted to laugh about it, but I wasn't sure if I was going to go out there again. So I didn't want to celebrate. But deep down inside, it was really cool having everybody, high-five me, especially when we're losing a game 5-0. It doesn't really happen. Everybody, I'm pretty sure a lot of people were really happy for me, and that's awesome. I'm very thankful for that, and I'm thankful for everyone here who's been just very as happy as I am, I think.
Dan, go ahead.
Manny, when did you realize you were the pitcher of record, and were you holding your breath in the ninth inning if you'd realized it before then?
Yeah, I mean, Winnie kept telling me in the dugout, he's like, hey, you're going to win this game. Gutierrez told me, he's like, hey, you're going to win this game. And he goes out and he gets a big hit. And I was like, hey, it's going to happen, it's going to happen. And then once we got that home run and that was like, dang, I might win this game. And then back in the bottom of the ninth, when they hit that home run, I was kind of like nervous, but I knew we would have enough to win that game.
All right, we have one more question from Manny Gomez.
So you and Ramon Urias were teammates in the Mexican Winter Leagues a couple of years back. He delivered a pretty big single there to score in a run. Did you guys share a moment after the game And can you tell us what was said?
Actually, in the dugout, Winnie and I were talking, and I was like, "Hey, I knew my paisano would have my back. I knew he was going to come up big, and he did. And I told him, I was like, "Hey, thanks for having my back. And it was funny. And talking in the dugout during the game, I was like, "Hey, man, I think this mound's a little bit better than the one I pitched in Mexico," and just having a laugh about it.
All right, that is all the questions we have. Thanks so much for joining us, Manny.
Thank you, guys.